So this morning, good morning, by the way. Haven't even brushed my teeth. Oh, hope you can't smell it. But got my coffee, got my dog Chief right here, and we just want to talk to y'all today about humility. First of all, the world's definition of humility is a low view of one's own importance. So what does that mean? That means what does God say about humility? He says he gives grace to the humble. It means that he will provide a greater grace to those who come under his mighty hand. Wow. I just read a verse that says, if you come under the mighty hand of God, and allow him to humble or be humble, then he will exalt you in his own time. So I think in the society that we live in today, humility can be misconstrued to think that it means passive, to think that it means weak, but it's actually the opposite. To be humble means you have strength beyond your own strength. You have developed a strength so strong that you are able to discipline your immediate wants and desires for the wants and desires that God has for you in the future. So immediate wants would be, for instance, wanting to have sex right now. Chief, come here. Come here. Over here. That's an immediate want for me, and I can be honest about it. But what God wants for me is to develop more discipline in that area, because he knows that this isn't just a one-time thing. Sex is natural for all humans. So I'm not just gonna want it right now. I'm gonna want it today, tomorrow, the next day, and the next day after that. But if I learn to develop discipline and be humble right now, to say, okay, God, I'm going to come under your hand and know that I'm gonna wait this year out when I get married in a year and a half, something like that. I'm gonna wait this year out. I'm not going to engage in sexual activity anymore. And I'm gonna ask you to discipline me to make it through that year and a half. Then I think that he'll show you things about yourself, about your atmosphere and your surroundings that will prove to be beneficial to you in the future when you do get into that meaningful relationship with your spouse. Also, humility in the workplace. For me, that means knowing when and where to speak up. Does that mean you be a rug mat for any and everybody? No. But that does mean that you do the menial tasks, the tasks that may be below you, because those tasks are what essentially run the business. So if you know how to run those low, insignificant, quote unquote, tasks. You're learning the business from the bottom up. So when you do get to the place where you're at the quote unquote top, you will know step by step what needs to be done. That way, if somebody comes back and say, well, hey, I did this, this, and this, then you can go back and say, well, what about this? Or what about that? So, humility, what does it mean? James, you can look it up, James 8:6. There's some verses